So why did I say yes? Really this whole journey started for me at that RMTBC conference in 2022. And I've always practiced, kind of not just practiced, but been a bit of, I guess, a lone wolf a little bit. It took me almost 4 years to hire somebody into my clinic when after I took it over. And I met her at that exact same conference where I was reacquainted with Erin, and she gave that presentation, and I felt so inspired, and things just carried on from there. And so I took all the mastectomy guide training and I was loving it. It inspired me to take other training. And I was just worried that all these wonderful things that I had learned, because I didn't know how to put it out in the world that that's what I was doing. And people were just, it's, I found really quickly that it's like, you're like, oh, I work with breasts and breast cancer. And they're like, that's weird. It's like, oh, okay, I need to explain this properly. So I said yes, because two, I know myself and I tend to procrastinate, and I tend to, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. And I didn't want that to happen with this. I wanted to keep myself accountable, and I wanted to meet other like-minded professionals. Um, so that has really happened. I was really excited about, like one thing that's really happened that I've taken away, because I'm going to do this out of order. Sorry, guys. But one thing I've really taken away from this whole experience is how nice it is to learn with people in a spirit of like cooperation and camaraderie and support. My massage school experience was not at all like that. It was very competitive, and it's part of, I think, what kept me in the woods as long as I was. And it's so thank you guys so much. This has been such a like world changing experience to meet so many like y'all are just so real, and it's so wonderful. Like, and I really appreciate each and every one of you, and especially the work that you, Erin, have put in, and the work that Kirsten has put in, sorry, and Annabelle. And I'm so grateful that she's so close by and that we can work together. And yeah, throughout this journey, aside from time management and procrastinating, which I'm always challenged with, those are normal. The biggest challenge I think of all of it was, and it right around when we were doing the reaching out to pride societies and things. So my life with cancer, and cancer has been part of my world since I was 5, since my brother was diagnosed with leukemia, and fought that and survived, and it's just carried on, and two, I mean, breasts, I like Rick Beach, I hate wet bathing suits, and I am unfazed by breasts. So it attracted me to the work, and I was like, oh, I'm made for this. But about midway through our program, my brother told me that he was thinking of transitioning, which if it was anybody else would be something that, oh, cool. But with my brother particularly, he is not the easiest person to deal with. He has said some very nasty things over the years about women. So him telling me that he wants to transition was suddenly, this group and this population I was very excited to work with became extremely triggering. And that was a really big hurdle in this, because two, just judging myself for, am I bigoted? Oh my God. And it wasn't that. And it's funny, in the way that things unfold, I happened to learn that childhood cancer treatment often changes hormones and transition. People who have childhood cancer have a higher incidence of transgender. And I didn't know that. And once I learned that, I felt so much more at ease about all of it. But that was, yeah, quite a difficult barrier. And I'm excited to reach out to that community. And I mean, it's funny enough, I mean, I'm very happy serving my cancer patients. I really love working with cancer patients. I love the variety. There is no two people who have the same situation. And it's so much like I just take so much joy in this. Um, and so I love that I can do this, and I love that I hope that that's something I can offer to that population as well. And just as things happen, my lady who does the cleaning for the clinic has given me notice, and my neighbor's kid, who is a trans man, I believe, is interested in taking over. So I figure, hey, maybe we're welcoming that into the space, and we'll see what happens. But so anyways, in terms of my growth, the getting over the mental barriers of the I don't know what to say to surgeons. I tend to speak very informally and make a lot of jokey jokes. So the professionalism part is I was really scared about. I was really concerned that no one was going to take me seriously. And I still have to reach out to surgeons, but I have reached out to a lot of other practitioners in my community, and everyone has been so welcoming, so supportive, so excited that I'm doing this work and that they have me around too. So, and that's just been further like, that there are these great people out here and that are working with this. And yeah, so that's been really good fun. It's been fun getting over the hurdle of being afraid of social media. Because social media is, yeah, it's I grew up with it and I'm afraid of it. So, but it's fun. I'm enjoying using Canva now, and I'm enjoying trying to come up with things. And I love that I have these tools in my tool belt now. And if I could go back to myself and say one thing, I suppose it would just be that like you're gonna get way more out of this than you ever thought you were gonna get. I thought it was just gonna keep me accountable, and then I found this whole world of wonderful people and passionate therapists, and it feels like we're all just pushing a ball up the mountain together, and there's none of this toxic anything. It's just so much love, and it's so nice to be around. And I love that we can take this and give this to the people that we're supporting.